Hey guys, I know it's been a very long time since I last uploaded videos and streams and stuff, but I'm here with a short little video tutorial thing on a lighting design that I've created on Razer Synapse a little while back, as well as a little tutorial as such for the audio meter effect on Razer Synapse. And so design will be for Razer keyboards and Razer laptops, which use Synapse 3 as the lighting engine. All right, well, here's a little short demo for y'all. I won't leave you waiting long.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store.
Alright, so here we are with a fresh chroma effect. It's called Chroma Effect 1 because I have way too many chroma effects on me. I'm just rename this. I'm not even gonna rename it. Y'all can rename it whatever you want. This is just because you can change this up however you want. But the first thing we're gonna want to do is go ahead and take this spectrum cycling and switch it over to a wave. That way we can just do a bit more with the actual lighting itself. And you can see right now it's a pretty standard wave. I'll click save so I can actually see it on my keyboard. Yeah, it's a pretty standard wave. But to get like the slightly more pastel wave that I did in my little demo video there, my demo clip, here is how I did that. Basically, I just went to this wave and I took all these sliders and I just moved them up a little bit more towards white. And I did that for each of the sliders. I just quickly get that up there. It really was not hard at all to make that lighting setup. And right here, this is how I got the more pastel gradient wave. And then I also had it angled down this way. I had it angled at 135 degrees, which is, oh, I forgot to save that. Hold up. 135 degrees, which is exactly down to the right. Yeah, and yeah, and then that is just the wave part. If you want to take it to your mouse, if you want to do something different with your mouse, of course, go ahead. It's your setup. You're the boss. I'm just showing y'all how I did mine. So then after this, I did add the ripple effect in right after the wave, but the ripple effect is really easy. All you do is you add in a group. I'm gonna rename this group ripple effect, and then it's just, let's see, it's just as many ripple effects as there are rows, with each effect just doing the same thing for a different row. Let me show you how I did that. You take ripple effect, make a new one, drop into the group, then say I'll select the caps lock row, or the ASDF row, and then I will click a ripple for a color. Let's see, let's make that black. And ripple effects will not, I repeat, ripple effects will not show black if you put all zeros. So for me, I did 010000 for the hex code, and that gives me the black, black ripple effect. But as you saw in the demo, the ripple effect did not like show up when I pressed any old key, like it is here where I'm clicking my mouse. Wait, and I'm gonna quickly speed it up. I'm gonna make it a bit faster, and also make it a bit bigger. So do that. I set this playback under playback under playback. I set it to on selected keys and end after 1. Save that, and now it will only show up on selected keys. And I love ripple effects like this because I'm always playing games where I'm clicking a bunch of buttons, and it's like a light show below me, and I love it. And then basically you just rinse and repeat the entire process, doing that with new ripple effects, dropping them into this group, and then selecting the different rows. And if I go over to actually that one, I have 6 ripple effects for each row, which show up like this, as you see. Yep. And let's go back to my chroma effect 1. There it is. I might get rid of this one, but then for the audio thing, for like the little waves that like went with the audio I was playing, all you have to do is drop in an audio meter, and then for this, it's a little bit complex. It's not that complex actually. It's just a tiny bit, but basically, first thing you do is select the whole thing. Notice I'm not selecting this little like Razer emblem here, because I like to keep that all the time, and I'm also not selecting my mouse, because I mean, you don't see that as much, so it's just not necessary to include that into your selection. Then for here, you're going to go here to a simple 1-to-1 gradient. I don't know if that's an actual name for it. That's what I call it. I don't know what the names are. I don't do graphic design or anything. And you're gonna basically, right here, you can make it clear. You can make a clear one, but the clear one node, I'm gonna call these nodes. The clear node should be on the right node, not the left node. So I'll make this one a black node, and then this one's clear. And then basically, how the audio effect works is, because I have the whole thing selected, is going to apply this to the whole thing, and I want this very top area to be the hardest, or like require the most volume in order to reach. And so I will put that about here. So there's very little space between the actual like end, or between max volume and when it pops up. So right here, starting here, is where you say like the lowest volume will be, and so it's not going to show anything from the wave until you hit these upper registers. And save that, and all you have to do is now you just deselect the ones that you don't want anymore, or the ones that you like want to get rid of for the wave, to make the wave. I'm just select, like, say that many, and now you're just gonna come up here, you're gonna bump this down a little bit, you save it again, and now you can now go ahead and deselect a few more of them. Of course, I do like to have some like odd ends and like spikes in it, so I will leave this one up here. This one, I might even take this one up here. Nah, I won't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Then you just have a little bit of spikes, few spikes. That spikes. Adding those like spikes on some of the lower ones adds like a nice like. It adds like more like shape and like flow to the actual design itself. And then now I will go here and just bump this down even more. Actually, not that much. Maybe that much. Yep. And then you just deselect some more. I'm actually create a few like little valley parts where it like digs deep. And then one thing you do want to do is I like to keep the lowest bar, so my space bar row, lit at all times. Well, actually, not all times, but like most of the time. And so, like, if there's no audio, of course, I don't want it to show. But if there's like a little bit of audio, I like to have that there just to, you know, it continues to add that flow to your design. Then let's see. I'm gonna head down here, get rid of some more. I see how I'm trying to like keep with the actual pattern and flow of the design. I reach the very bottom here. Then at the very bottom here, it will be just this row. Sometimes I include the number pad enter. Some of you may not have that. For those who do have the number pad here, I do sometimes choose to include the enter. Sometimes I choose to leave it out. Really depends on you. I like to leave it in most of the time because it helps. It completes the row, and it just looks a bit more appealing to me. And here, I'm going to make this a gradient here. And it's still like a small gradient between here and here. The rest of it's transparent. And yeah, actually, I might even move this up a little bit just so when it's, you get the picture. I'm sure by now you've realized exactly like how it works, what I'm doing, how that works. But yeah, now if I go and I'm gonna quickly open Spotify and get that music back on. You can see now that the first bit, there's not really much going on there.
We didn't practice if we weren't going back.
Oh, that's actually, ooh, I think it's one of my better designs. This one's like,
matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we like. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store.
This one actually looks pretty good.
I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go?
I will include a like actually I don't know how to do that anymore. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I'll just continue playing the music.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Alright, so I feel like I might have set it a bit too high up here, at least for my setup. You'll have to tinker around with this because I have like some separate, like I have a separate audio app that I use to control all of my audio devices, my microphone, my headset, my speakers, everything. I use that to control everything, and so that I have to like finagle this around to try and find the perfect spots for each of the tiers to this audio array. So I think I'm gonna set the upper array a lot lower, like maybe just above midway for me. Then this tier here, I will send just a little bit under halfway, maybe. Yeah, right there. Save that. Okay, so that's that. Then there. That's gonna be quite low actually. I'm gonna set that roughly there. And it truly is like just a process of like trial and error trying to figure out what the perfect settings are for your like audio flow. I'm gonna quickly get through this. Alright, now I feel like that's gonna be the best, so I'm gonna quickly restart the music actually. And let's check that again.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting.
I'm already liking this a lot more.
The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away.
You see what I just did there? Is while what I would heavily recommend for like any audio designs you do on Razer is to have like some sort of music playing in the background. Like say the type of music you would be listening to often. This is not the type of music I'd be listening to often. I personally listen to more rap. Not like I don't even know a genre of music. Never mind about that, but to make the transition between some of the tiers seem a bit cleaner, you can, just like I've done here, add a gradient, and that really does add quite a bit more like flow to your designs. Alright, this seems to be the next one. And like for some, because this and this gradient and this gradient, not this one and this one are roughly the same level. One is simply they're both going to have like roughly the same like transparency thing. Like the part that's transparent will have roughly the same position, but then with the one that goes a bit lower, I decided to just set the lower range a bit lower. Yeah. I really enjoy making stuff like this. This is super fun to me. Like this is a boatload of fun to me. Alright, now let's see what this looks like with this same audio track.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights.
I love this design already. This is gonna be the new, like, this is gonna be the new primary design. Oh my god, I love it.
Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end.